Chris, you saw Robert Brooks go in there. Do you have anything to say to him? Do you have anything to say about before you get sentenced to 15 years in prison for killing Robert Brooks? Anything to say?
Good morning. It is Robert Brooks Jr., correct?
Yes.
You may make your statement, sir.
My name is Robert Brooks Jr. Last December, I watched as you, Mr. Walrath, and your fellow correctional officers beat my father. Robert Brooks to death on camera. I'm here to give an impact statement as though I can ever truly describe to you the impact your actions have had on me and my family. You took my father, you took my son's grandfather, you took my grandparents' son, you took my uncle's brother, and the list goes on. Did it ever occur to you that my father was human, with a family who loved him? In that video, I see you and your fellow officers treating him as his life holds no value at all, as if you were entitled to brutalize him for sport. I want you to imagine for a moment what it feels like to see someone you love treated that way. I want you to imagine watching someone beating your own father helpless, restrained, bloody. I want you to imagine watching your own father be hit with a 50 boot or being dragged by his neck. I want you to imagine watching all of this happen to your own father and you being total powerless to stop it. I will never get these images out my head. They invade my consciousness without warning, flooding me with the worst feelings imaginable. They will haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life. I am not okay, and I never will be. My father had struggles in his life, but was using his prison time to work on himself. He studied American Sign Language, deepened his faith with God, and maintained a healthy relationship with me and the family. He was scheduled to be released July 23, 2026, and he was hopeful for his future, and his family was eagerly waiting his homecoming. You took that away from us. Although I can never forgive you, I respect that you admitted what you did and accept the responsibility. And I hope that others have the courage to do the same. That goes beyond what happens in any courtroom. Anyone who watched this video could see that your actions did not occur in a vacuum. You were part of a system that dehumanized my father. Every person in authority who allows a system of violence and abuse to exist and continue must also take responsibility. Mr. Walrath, you are no longer acting within the system. Now, your life is at the mercy of it. And I pray for your family who's going to have to spend the next 15 years worrying about you, just like all New Yorkers with incarcerated loved ones must do. No one should ever have to go through what my father and family endured. Thank you for hearing me out.
No, thank you, Judge.
Mr. Walrath, is there anything that you want to say prior to being sentenced?
No, sir.
Then I will note for the record that the defendant did waive his right to appeal at the time of his plea, so I'm not going over those rights again. The defendant is hereby sentenced as follows. As to the conviction for manslaughter in the first degree, the defendant is hereby sentenced to a determinate sentence of 15 years in state prison. That is along with 5 years of post-release supervision. Further, there is imposed a mandatory surcharge, crime victim DNA fees, which will total $375. The defendant is committed for the term of his sentence.